You should
No, I
probably
got.
never start anything with double fisted, by the way. Yeah. Double fisted my Zippo hand warmers. Yeah. It sounds like something sexual, dude.
Well, but I am double fisting my Zippo hand warmers. To be fair, these things are actually pretty nice. I don't know if they'd work if you were in like I don't know, like fucking Minnesota and shit with like the ridiculous cold. But for like most weather, this is pretty fucking nice little hand warmers. I think if you were in like really bad weather, you could take them out of their little pouches and just hold the like bare metal of it.
Yeah.
But that's a little too hot with because they come in like a little pouch. Like they work better on low oxygen. They burn little lighter fluid. I don't know if you've ever heard of these.
Yeah, I think you've talked about them before.
Yeah. But the less oxygen you get, the warmer they get. So like if they're actually in your pocket or in like the little pouches that they come in, they get warmer.
They actually get warmer. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's technically not an open flame, so you don't have to be as concerned. Like they still have all the same warning. Like never leave unattended, but like it'll never start a fire. It'd be really fucking hard to start a fire with one of these. Like you could try, but I don't think you're gonna get anywhere. Like maybe if you threw it in a pile of oil-soaked rags and just let it sit there with like the top off or something, where the catalyzer's bare naked, and even then, I don't think it would be very likely.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, what is the term "really cold" is kind of relative. It was like here. It was like this morning. It was like 6:30 or whatever. I was bringing my son to school. Normally it takes walks to the bus stop or whatever. But holy shit, it was like fucking 29 degrees here, dude.
Oh yeah, okay. It was 31 degrees when I was coming home from work, so not too terribly different for really cold.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. But for here, that's like disastrous. Like you almost want to fucking declare a fucking state of emergency or something.
Sometimes it gets maybe another 10 degrees lower, like maybe 20 degrees. Like we'll get a couple of days during the year where it gets colder, but that's about as cold as it gets here. And we've only had like 4 or 5 days that cold this winter so far.
Yeah, so it doesn't really get that hot, but it doesn't really get that cold there, right?
Yeah, like our temperature like range is probably between the max and the minimum, probably like 20 degrees and like 110.
Oh shit.
And then 110 is like you're gonna get one like maybe 3 days during the summer that are up there.
Oh, gotcha.
Most of the summer is like in the 80s and 90s.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
And it just like it cycles. You'll get like 5 or 6 days in like the 90s. Sometimes you'll get it like 4 days at like 100 and like 110 is extreme. Like that's as hot as it possibly gets. Most of the time, if it's over 100, it's like 101 or 102 for like 2 days. Like so it's not really like terrible. And it's not really a moist heat. Although the last couple summers we've had a few like humid days that are super hot, but it's rarely humid. Because that's what makes it fucking miserable.
Yeah, fucking A, man. Like I said, it's easier to deal with like 105 here than like 90 degrees in like Florida.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, dude. For sure.
Yeah, that humidity is a motherfucker.
It's like, and it's not even that humid here when it is humid, but man, it's like breathing soup. It's like, fucking, what is wrong with the air?
Yeah, it definitely takes some getting used to, man.
I'm thinking this summer I might get a dehumidifier that I can just like turn on, like a cheap one that I just turn on when it's like super humid out.
Yeah,
I mean, that seems reasonable to me. I don't know, like if it depends on how much they cost. Like I don't know how much they cost, so maybe they're super expensive.
Yeah, how often do you need it though? That's kind of the determining thing.
Maybe like 10, 20 days during the summer.
Yeah, that's enough, dude. Like, it was only like a few days here and there, then like, But if it's that much,
some of these are like fucking a few $100s. Okay, I'm thinking like the $50 one at most. Oh yeah, because it would just be for like one bedroom. Yeah, some of these are for like a big room, I think. Yeah, they got one that's for like a bedroom that's like $40. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing I would buy. Just like plug it in and reduce the moisture in my bedroom so I'm not as miserable.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. The first one I saw was like $300, and I'm like, holy shit! I don't need it that much.
No shit.
Like, hell no, I ain't gonna buy no fucking dehumidifier. Oh man. Let's see. Oh I'm so fucking pissed at my doctor right now.
Oh really? What happened?
So she wanted me to have a phone conversation. Hey Jinx, what's up? What's up, gaming and yelling? Get everybody joining in here. So before I renewed my prescription for my lorazepam, she wanted to have a phone appointment at the minimum, or like an in the office appointment. So I called because I'm sick and I'm not going to go to the fucking hospital when I'm sick. That's just rude.
Right.
Like taking a cold to there. There are already so much people sick there. You don't really want to fucking get whatever they got and then add whatever you got into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then so she decided, based on like a 2-minute conversation where I'm like, yeah, the panic attacks are happening less often. And that was about the only discussion we had over like what I use the lorazepam for.
Right.
Because it's also for insomnia, which I use like nightly.
Right.
And she decided to reduce my prescription from 120 pills to 30.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, so I sent her back a very strongly worded message that was not like rude or like, inflammatory, but was like, there was nothing in our discussion that implied that I needed this medication less often or that I had reduced use. I'm not sure where you're getting that. We didn't even discuss my insomnia, which is still just as bad as it was before and still requires this medication. I don't understand why you're reducing a necessary medication.
Yeah.
And I included the fact, I definitely alluded to the fact that, hey, by the way, this was prescribed by my psychiatrist for this. So it'd be clear that you're kind of stepping over your fucking boundary there. Yeah. Technically, she can do it, but she's not really supposed to be doing it.
Right.
Oh, Mad Metal Man, what's up, man? So we'll see where that goes. I can go and follow up with an appointment in the psychiatry department and probably get it fixed. If that doesn't work, I can file a complaint with them.
Yeah, that's a drastic reduction, dude.
I
felt like you went from 120 to 90 or something like that. Would be, even that's pretty drastic.
Yeah,
but yeah, cutting it down to a quarter of what you'd been using or getting.
Basically, she's been hinting at addiction for a while, so I have actually put in a request for my electronic medical records,
right?
Which only goes back 2 years. So I'm going to take a look at those. If that's got the information I need, then great. But I have a feeling it's not going to, so I'm going to have to request my actual medical records. I suspect I may have been red flagged for med seeking or addiction. Because she's hinted at, oh, well, you got to be careful. Those are addictive. And it's like, well, yeah, but the whole point of these kind of things, also gaming, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I'm okay.
Oh, okay. I know.
He just woke up, dude.
You've had audio problems before, so I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, it was kind of weird yesterday. Last time. I don't know what the fuck happened. This has never happened before. I just rebooted the computer and I was like, oh, guess I'm back to normal.
I was surprised I guessed, because I was like, he's been quiet a long time. Either he went to sleep or he just his audio cut or something. And then you were like, that's what fucking happened.
Yep, and I didn't even realize.
Oh man,
yeah, I thought we were just ignoring him or disregarding him.
Hey, yeah, pretty much. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like,
fuck you guys.
Oh god, that'd be bad. Yeah. But anyway, I can file a complaint through Kaiser itself. I can file a complaint to see where that goes, and if that fails, then it does end up getting into potentially contacting an attorney and seeing where I have to go from there.
Wow.
So
that doesn't sound addicted at all.
No, what I'm saying is if they've red flagged my file and claimed that I'm an addict, that will definitely put me at risk for not being properly treated in the future for any number of things. And so,
and how can you find out if they?
You have to request you have full medical records.
Mm.
So it'll cost like a little bit of money to get it printed out and like mailed to me, that kind of thing. But it'll be worth it because you definitely don't want that kind of thing on your record. And unfortunately, the only way to get that kind of thing removed is to either file a complaint through their own system. Failing that, you have to get an attorney to get it removed.
Mm.
And they can't like there's rules for how they red flag you. So like I've been taking my medication as prescribed. I haven't been like, taking more of it. I haven't been taking it for things other than as it's been prescribed or anything silly like that.
How do you ever have to fill your prescriptions early or anything like that?
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's usually you're talking 120, usually somewhere around 90 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
what's the prescription written for?
It's written for you can take it 2 times a day for anxiety, 1 tablet, or you can take 2 tablets at bedtime as needed for sleep.
Oh, okay.
So you can take up
you're not even close.
So you take up to 4 tabs per day.
Yeah, I was going to say you can fill it every once a month if you wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not even really using it fully. I only take 1 tab for sleep. It's like a 0.5 milligram.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's my phone. Yeah.
Hooray!
Okay, that turned off the stupid ringer. I think it's just calling to tell me that one of my prescriptions has been like filled or has been shipped. And so like there's no grounds whatsoever for that. That's why I wanted to double check, is just to make sure that like that hasn't been the case.
Yeah.
Because there's been other situations where like I've gone for things and have been told like, oh, you can't have pain meds. And I'm like, well, that's odd because I've never mentioned being in pain and I didn't ask you for pain medication. In fact, nothing we've talked to has alluded to that in any way. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's almost like they assume anybody complaining about anything now, and they're like paranoid about like getting busted for.
I was getting weird spasms in my leg. They weren't painful. And I was just like, hey, what the fuck is this? And should I be worried? Because that's not normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they come back with, you can't have any pain
meds. Exactly. And I was just, what the fuck are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Like, I almost blew my top in the fucking doctor's office right there. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Because, like, not only is that not what I asked for, like, I want to know what's going on, and is it something to be concerned about? And if it is, what do I got to do? You know, is it like, oh, you got to stretch, or oh, you got to, fucking exercise more, or oh, you got to like, go get an X-ray to make sure it's not something terrible or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Jinx is talking about she had the same problem with her mom and her pain. It was god awful. Yeah, I imagine your mom's stuff. A lot of what you're talking about is really bad. Yeah, the fucking anti-opiate thing is getting like to an insane level. Like it's the same fervor as like the like anti-weed stuff under fucking Reagan, where you're like hold on a second there, buddy. I get that this is a problem. Like, don't get me wrong. There's addiction issues with this stuff, but there are people that need the pain medication.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's tough, dude.
There has to be less stress on the doctors who are not working in like the fucking, what is it? The pill farms or whatever they call it. I believe it is.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's the other thing is I don't think it should be legal for the fucking pharmaceutical companies to be able to give the doctors kickbacks for writing prescriptions for specific medications.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that weird shit going on. Oh man.
Yeah, like it's kind of weird that the reps go around and like buy them lunch and do shit like that. Like that's kind of weird to me too. But the fact that they actually will, get paid for writing, a certain amount of prescriptions from that company, just seems fucking wrong.
Yeah,
because there's no way that's not going to influence them, dude. You know what I mean? Some people some doctors just won't give a shit and they'll write it just for the fucking money.
And then in some cases they snowball doctors into thinking that this is a better medication than the one they're normally prescribing for specific things.
Right.
And so you might be getting medications that really aren't as effective as they should be for whatever it is, like antidepressants or
right.
What is it? Yeah. Like some of the bladder control medications and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would imagine for pretty much whatever. There's pharmaceutical reps that are touting their fucking their shit is the best for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, man. That's a tough one because those pharmaceutical companies have an incredible amount of fucking money to throw at politicians and shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what surprises me about the fucking opioid crisis bullshit. Because it sounds the same as all the drug war nonsense to me. Like, just this is a talking point that people are going to go, oh my, that's bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, by cutting people off, people end up going to like fucking heroin and street drugs.
Yeah. Exactly. You know
what I mean?
What is it? Jinx commented, her mom is 76. She didn't care if she's addicted. She's in pain and she's in her care. It's like, at 76, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at that point, fucking stay addicted.
Now, if that was my dad and he was miserable and in pain, I'd go score some fucking black tar if that's what it took to help him feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sit there and quibble about morality at that point. Like, oh no, it's an addiction. It's like, well, yeah, he's fucking hurting. Yeah, the hospital's not going to pay it, send him the fucking meds, and then I'll get him off the street, whatever, dude.
Yeah, the China White would probably be better, the powder.
China White would be better, get better quality. I don't know my heroin, I've never done it.
It's much more potent. Yeah, the black tar is
potent.
Cut. The China White is the pure shit that you can snort.
Yeah. A lot of clients, mental health consumers that can't get their meds when they're like homeless on the street, resort to things like meth because it helps, or heroin because it helps deal with some of the symptoms.
Yeah.
So like that's where that comes from. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, man, you shouldn't be just cutting them off. Like fucking, either trying to wean them off it or get them into some fucking program. You know?
Oh yeah, well, and then with my doctor,
morphine.
If my doctor had said like, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with you taking lorazepam. Let's try this other medication, like for sleep that's more effective or works differently. I think this would be better for you." That would be a whole different conversation. You know what I mean? Other than just like, well, too bad. I can't help you. It's like that's not how that's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Oh, Afghan shit is the best, apparently, according to Mad Metal Man. Fucking Afghanistan drugs are better all around, aren't they? Like, isn't like Afghani Kush like the best weed? And
yeah, that's true. They do grow a lot of fucking the poppies and shit over there.
I usually use olazapine. Is that
olazapine?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are other options. I think olazapine might also be a benzo. My doctor has this weird fucking issue with benzotropine, or not benzotropine, benzodiazepines.
Yeah, those are, well, they can, apparently they're somewhat similar to alcohol. And the detox from them can be pretty bad.
Yeah, no, it's not a benzo. It's different. Okay.
Fluoxetine is another one that I use.
Fluoxetine, isn't that no, that's fluconazole. Never mind. Okay, sorry, I was thinking that was an antidepressant.
Well, I do use antidepressants.
Yeah. Sorry, I used to work in doing like med inventories and stuff, so I've dealt with a lot of different medications and looked through a lot of them.
I think you guys are just making up words, dude.
Yeah, fluconazole and fluoxetine. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking things, dude.
I'm sure there is.
The doctor originally wanted me to try clonazepam, which is another benzo, but way more powerful than lorazepam, and I was just like, no, that sounds like a lot. Oh, the Chinese. That's right. Yep. That's right, Mad Metal Man. The Chinese do make really good opium in comparison.
Yeah.
And then, well, obviously the weed can be argued now, especially now that we grow so much of it illegally in the U.S. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of benzos. Like, to be clear, I don't really care much for the effects of the lorazepam. It's just a necessity. Like, it doesn't make me feel good to take them. So I don't like, that's part of the other thing that kind of gets frustrating when you're being accused of being an addict. You're like, but I'm not even particularly fond of taking that fucking med. Like, if you had a better option, I would much rather use it.
Right.
Like, I remember taking Xanax, and that shit made you feel like drunk almost like half the day. And I'm like, I cannot imagine why people would want to feel that. Like, why would you want to feel drunk like almost all day if you're not Satan and satire? I'll just put that out there.
Nice little disclaimer. All right, but yeah,
or my dad.
People get hooked on that shit too, man. Yeah, my brother's wife works in fucking pharmacy here, and fucking they literally have people calling in like, "I need my Xanny bars." Like, wow. Like, you're actually calling the pharmacy with the fucking street slang term for it, dude.
Yeah,
you're probably not hooked. You're probably not hooked at all.
It was the one thing I was genuinely concerned about when I did take the Xanax, other than the fact like it cut the fucking noise, the totally almost entirely out. Oh, the pot makes my fucking tinnitus way worse. Like, I do smoke occasionally, and it does relax me, so I don't care as much that it's worse, but it's really fucking bad on weed. Bad metal man. But like, I have it. You know how you have a filter between like what you think and what you say?
Yeah.
Xanax basically took that filter out back and shot it in the fucking head. So like, I would just say shit that I knew I shouldn't say and then just not care. So I was a little concerned about that, but like, I might get fired. Like, I'd be in a training thing and they'd say something stupid. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. That's not going to work out.
Yeah. Or being totally honest with the clients, probably not a good idea.
Actually, no, I've always been totally honest with the clients.
I mean, like, brutally honest, dude.
Oh, brutally honest. No, okay. I see where you're going.
Yeah, your case is pretty hopeless. You should probably stop trying.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no. That would get me fired for sure. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't lie to the people I work for, the clients, ever, because it's like everybody has.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're so used to that. So it's like, if you just fall into the same shitty, bad fucking like relationship, you know, it's like, I got to have a good working relationship with these guys. I'd rather that instead of running off, they come and talk to me. So like, if I'm going to be straight up honest, there's a much better chance that they'll actually be willing to have like a conversation.
Right.
I mean, there's still somebody, you know, some of them are going to still just take off, but you know, I'd much rather that there be at least a possibility that they're willing to talk to me first.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and just to dissuade anybody from thinking it's because I care, it's because I don't want to do the extra paperwork if they run away, and I don't like dealing with cops. No.
He loves them. He loves his little patients.
It's actually really nice working where I work now because it's a men's program, and I'll be real honest, it's a lot easier to deal with men who have like mental health issues than it is to deal with women.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude. Yeah. Considering that fucking basically all of them, they're pretty fucking crazy. So any of them that are getting locked up for it, it's got to be tough.
Yeah. Big difference. All right, so
I'm sorry, ma'am, you're not attractive enough to get away with how crazy you are.
Well, that's like all the female clients I've worked with.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. A lot of crazy bitches that are fortunate enough to be good looking and get away with it.
It runs the gamut. I don't know if we've had any women that I would say are like super attractive.
No,
not really.
I'm telling you, dude. That's probably why. They're crazy.
Yeah.
There's crazy hot chicks out there. A bunch of them.
That's true. Oh, fucking! Did you guys see that crazy shit with Mercedes Carrera? The
Yeah,
porn star?
Doc Griffin was talking about that
I
a
did
couple of days ago. He wanted to actually interview her, and then that happened.
Oh,
give me a
shit.
breakdown, dude, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
So Mercedes Carrera and her boyfriend were arrested on charges of child molestation.
Oh, wow.
So to be fair, nobody's been convicted. I haven't heard any real evidence one way or the other. But right now it was child molestation, an illegal firearm that they had in the house, and methamphetamine.
Wow.
So it was one of those things where you hear it and you're just like, what the fuck? Because that was definitely not expected.
All right. Yeah, like she seemed to actually be one that was almost as a porn star that was almost somewhat well adjusted. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah.
Or somewhat normal, But yeah, I guess it wouldn't be that surprising, but kind of.
It was one of those things where you just did not. Well, she's very clearly advocated multiple times that like child molesters should be killed.
Mm. Yeah, although
there's a little irony there. But
that could also be the same thing with the politicians that rail against homosexuality are the ones that get caught in fucking, park restrooms fucking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When the police said there may be more victims, they're looking for more victims. But to be fair, I haven't heard enough of anything to draw any real conclusion yet, other than like, wow, that's fucking crazy news. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there's enough evidence out that says like, oh yeah, she fucking did it.
Like, would there be people out to get her, like to take her down for some reason?
I was thinking more like maybe it's the boyfriend and she didn't know because it was going on when she was out doing shoots or like, traveling or something like that. Like maybe he was doing it kind of thing. Could be the other way around. Could be she was doing the whole thing and he had nothing to do with it. Could be both of them together. It's hard to tell, It's pretty rare to find two pedophiles working together because not a lot of pedophiles are like, well, okay, now the whole map, no map thing, but not a lot of pedophiles tend to be like, hey, I really like banging kids. What about you, man? You want to help me? Like, that's a conversation you don't want to fucking have randomly.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it seemed like that would go well. So I say hold judgment until, actually no, because like and everybody's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. You got to wait and see. Because like, what is it? The whole thing with like the governor in Virginia, like we all know that was the governor in that picture. But then they like fucking lieutenant governor is being accused of rape by some lady from like 10 years ago. And it's like, well, I mean, is that real or is this just like politically motivated? It's kind of hard to tell,
Yeah. Well, aren't they Democrats? Fucking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they're all They're both Democrats.
Okay. I thought only Republicans get accused of that shit.
Yeah, no, I was surprised. But hoisted by your own petard. You live by the sword, die by the sword, man.
Yeah, I'm always a little wary of accusations that are that old, dude.
Like I said, wait and see.
Yeah, it can definitely happen. Where they feel shame or whatever they feel, being victim like that, having something like that happen to them. But I don't know, 10 years is a long time, dude.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I'm always wary of it waiting that long before you fucking, he's lieutenant governor. Okay, now I'll file charges.
Yeah, it is a little strange, but it's it could be the same thing as like the Kavanaugh, where it's just like somebody from this guy's past, maybe somebody that he had sex in a hotel room with at some point and decided, she was going to take a shot at, now that the governor might get removed. It's so if the governor and the lieutenant governor both get removed, likely a conservative will end up being the governor of Virginia is what it looks like.
Actually, if everybody gets removed, it would fall at the end to an actual Republican.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I saw in the news.
Yeah, and so I think that might be part of what's motivating like the accusation. So it's always hard to say. You can't be like, well, Brett Kavanaugh's innocent until you have evidence, but not the lieutenant governor. He's guilty.
Right.
You gotta have the same standard, man.
My best the favorite part of mine is that they're all basically being fucking hypocritical because they're not. You're supposed to blame the victims. You're supposed to believe the survivors. And they ask Booker, and he's like, "Oh, I'm more concerned about doing something else than her." Type of deal. I'm like, wow. It's just
there was actual evidence. Like it wasn't even really
enormous.
Yeah, with the Booker guy, like that was basically open and shut. Like there was no real like lack of proof on that one, right? Like she had a hospital stay and everything where he beat the woman.
Oh, right.
I think that's who you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Cory Booker, the guy from Minnesota.
Mm.
The one black dude in Minnesota.
Yeah, what about Spartacus?
I was just saying, like with his case, it's not really a question of whether or not it's true. It's a question of whether or not they're actually going to enforce the law. Is from what it looks like, because there's like she went to the hospital, she has like reports, the whole thing. So,
yeah, they're not. Well,
at least with the Virginia stuff, there's like some question. I don't even understand why they're going after like the governor so hard. Like it's like, dude, that was how many years ago? Like 40 years ago, this dude did some stupid shit when he was in fucking high school. Like that's what high school's for, man.
Again, that's the modern Democrat way, dude.
Well, they got a bunch of black people on like the fucking the liberal news stations right now, getting up there being like, well, what he did was wrong, but we can, he hasn't been mean to black people since then. He's been okay. Oh, Mad Metal's right. Yeah, the gun and the meth would definitely be a conviction, because I don't think the police would have announced that without actually having the gun and meth. So, supposedly there's a filming studio, and they found evidence to support that they had made like child pornography there. So I don't know, man. It doesn't look good for Mercedes and her boyfriend. But wait and see, man. I'm just like, that's just too fucking weird.
Yeah, that's
the Berenstein universe shit fucking and coming to roost. Oh man, what else was it? There was another one that was real fucking weird. Oh, yeah. Follow up on that guy in Chicago, the guy that's trying to claim he was Jussie Smollett, the guy who was claiming he was attacked by like MAGA people.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened?
So as more and more evidence comes out, it looks more and more like it absolutely did not happen. But on top of that, the Chicago police superintendent is talking to the media and saying they will likely pursue a case against the actor for filing a false police report.
I hope so.
If they can prove that it didn't happen.
Fuck yeah, it's about time, dude.
So there may actually be some consequences in that particular case, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about fucking time. Again, they should be fucking doing that all along.
Yeah, you shouldn't be wasting the police's time for the sake of like your, what do you call that? Publicity. Like as a publicity stunt.
Yeah. Or yeah, I don't know, man. In most cases, I'm not really a proponent of an eye for an eye thing, but I really think whatever crime they accuse people of, they should get that sentence. If you accuse somebody,
that'd be interesting. Yeah,
years, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you falsely accuse somebody of murder in order to try to get them executed. I don't see why they shouldn't execute you.
Yeah, or at least life in prison or 10 years or whatever it is. I don't know what the thing is for like rape or something like that, but fucking yeah. I would imagine that would be a deterrent. And again, it would be something where you'd have to prove it was a hoax, not just a case where there's not enough evidence to prove it. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
where it comes down to being like sort of a dangerous line there, like a fine line to walk. You know what I mean?
yeah, although I think the authorities, for the most part, are what do you call it? Going to be pretty good about getting it right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
knowing the difference between somebody who is telling the truth, but you just can't prove that it happened, versus, you know, somebody who obviously made it up, and you can prove they made it up, which is probably a tough thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, Matt Metalman points out that he doesn't think you would keep a noose on your neck after an attack, and definitely not for like another 40 minutes, like Smollett claimed.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, that whole thing.
And who the fuck carries a fucking choker thing? What the fuck you call it again? What they used to choke him supposedly?
Oh, wouldn't that be a noose, or are you talking about
that, yeah, like who the fuck carries that around them? And it was like what, like 20 or 30 below zero, some shit like that, and all this other garbage. Like,
oh, is that fucking cold? Yeah, that's even less likely that somebody would be like, all right, I'm gonna just run out in the fucking ridiculously cold weather to commit my hate crime.
Exactly.
Yeah, your natural reaction to being choked is definitely to thrash and flail until the thing choking you is off. The other thing is, had he actually had the noose on, it would have probably showed him in the video. Some of the people he accused were like seen, like guaranteed, like in other places at the time, not even remotely close to him. So, like, it's definitely falling apart. It'd be kind of cool if they actually punished him.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't happen nearly enough, dude. People that are fucking... Ugh. I don't understand that mindset at all, dude. Like, how do you just fucking make something like that up, dude?
For attention.
Yeah, I suppose.
Mad Middleman says KKK members from the 1930s carried nooses in the bitter cold. Not normal people, not even bigots.
Right.
At this point, I would
warms up before we do our lynchings.
Actually, these days the KKK are more likely to beat up white people that they consider race traitors than anything else.
Yeah, damn those mud sharks. Or whatever, mud people. Something to do with mud, I know.
Jinx, so choke me harder is the wrong answer. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Not always.
Well, if it's a stranger, probably not the right answer. Although, actually,
oh yeah,
actually,
you never know. They might just take off. They might be like,
most
fuck
strangers
this.
that I've ever fucked, they choked me in. I'd said harder. So no, you're wrong again.
Well, that's not a stranger anymore, dude. Once you've invited them over and met them through Tinder.
If their penis is inside you, they're not a stranger.
Well, I still think it's a stranger when you don't even fucking know their names. I don't know none of their names, and I don't really care to know their names.
Well, that's just a kink.
It's not a kink. I just don't care.
But you've had some communication with them, is the point.
Very little, to the minimum. You want to fuck?
Short of gaming being like, stop. Don't fucking say your name.
Yeah, I really don't care.
I don't want to know your story. I don't want to know your fucking life history.
We're not friends.
Not even your name.
I already told you guys that story, didn't I? Like the one.
Oh, the guy that wanted to fucking tell you his whole fucking like
why the reason why he wanted to leave, like he had to do like college stuff, and I'm like, whoa. Why are you telling me this? We just bang. You came, we busted a nut, you leave. That's it. I don't need to know about your life story.
Yeah, he's like,
to be fair, that sounds brutal, but you are actually giving him like really good advice for future reference. Like if he's fucking somebody else from the same way, like
and I told him, I'm like, if you want to fuck again, just let me know. Like you could go now. Like,
yeah, you're free to go, buddy.
You don't got to make up an excuse. You ain't hurting my feelings.
None of that shit. Just tell him that. I may be pretty, but I'm not a chick.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have thought I was a chick, but the way he was talking, I'm like, no. You came, we fucked, you leave. That's it. I don't want to know about your fucking life. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking idiots.
The dude would understand that, dude.
It's funny that things think they're people, you know.
Oh my god, you want real racism? There you go.
Well, he was black, so I guess. But I don't care what color you are. I would still say the same thing.
No, I just assume you hated the human race, but I mean,
They're just things to me. I don't very much value humans.
oh man.
That's the spirit.
Hmm. Then I wonder why I'm single.
Yeah. I can just see that somebody asks you, you're like, you're just a thing. You don't mean anything.
Yeah. Like we just met on some dating or a hookup site, dude. What the fuck do you want?
Oh my god.
I mean, I've been very, very fucking able to like certain people, like my ex when after I broke up with him, and he still stayed in the house for a couple of weeks, I guess, and he found a mutual friend of ours that needed a roommate, so he's like, I'm gonna move in with him. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, I told him I fucking said it, and I wish I was lying, but I said, oh, well, I'm gonna miss you having you around. I mean, you're like a pet and stuff, you know. I'm gonna miss you like a pet. And then I turned around and walked away. I didn't meant it as a bad thing, but I mean, I guess I was a real piece of shit when I called him a pet. But
yeah, no, that's pretty fucked up, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty dehumanizing, dude.
I mean, I swear to everything holy, I wasn't trying to insult him or be mean. I mean, he was like a pet around. I mean, he did things for me when I wanted him to. So, I mean, I was gonna miss that, you know. That's the truth. I mean,
You're digging the hole deeper, by the way.
Well, I don't give a fuck. Since when do I give a fuck?
All we need now is Satan to come on and be like, next time you just got to make the body disappear. No one can complain.
Well, he left, so yeah, that's all that mattered.
Oh my god. Moral of the story from Mad Metal Man: sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Oh man. You know, everybody said fucked up shit to people at some point or another, especially in relationships. It's kind of like a standard.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh, Noob Nation wants to know if he was your bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we were together for almost 4 years, so about 3.5 years. That's like 60 in gay years, so
that's like 60 in gay years.
Yeah, I would imagine when you put in the time teaching them how to sit and fetch and roll over, like it's it gets tough. Dude.
I did have to train him in a lot of things, just to be fair. Like he was not a good kisser, and then by the end, and we try to be friends after the whole ordeal, and I apologize for being a piece of shit. I did, and he said like one of the coolest things that like I mean he told me like I taught him a lot of things, and like kissing was one of them, and like he was a really bad kisser, so I pretty much taught him how to fucking kiss, and I was his first official partner. Like I was his first official boyfriend. And the worst part is he came out to his mother with me. And his mother
no.
And his mother's a fucking literally born and raised in fucking Germany.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she fucking hated me. I did everything to try to be cool with her, but nope. I mean, I took her boy, so
you turned him gay.
I don't know if she fucking felt like that or not, but she fucking, I don't know, man. I did when she was down on her luck. I mean, our family brought her food. I mean, we all pitched in and we bought her we stocked her refrigerator. Of course, she was very grateful and all this stuff. And I tried everything to make her happy, but nope, she never liked me. She always hated me. And I mean, I did treat her to something nice, good for most of the part of 3 years until I found out he was kind of like trying to virtually cheat on me with other people, and I was like, yeah, you're done.
Ooh.
That's what broke the camel's back when I found out that he was going into other websites looking for daddy types because I guess he had a daddy issue. And he was looking for older men. We're talking over 50 to 70 type of guys. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Whoa.
And I was like, yeah, we're done. We're fucking done.
You could have just
Sounds like he
waited.
had mommy issues too.
You could have just waited. You're almost there now.
I know, right? But
Now you look too young, dude. You gotta actually look old too.
fuck off, Daytwa. You call me a thing. Fuck off.
Right?
I'm never gonna forgive you for that one piece of shit.
Right? I did. When?
When you saw the picture, you're like, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, "Wow, okay."
Well, I didn't know what it was. I didn't have any reference for what you were telling me. Not like you said, "Hey, I'm gonna send you a picture," and then fucking send it. Dude, I keep saying you look young and you look pretty. What the hell?
It's too late, Daytwa. It's way too late.
Come on, I'm retarded, dude.
You already crossed me. It's too late, Daytwa.
I made the list.
I'm gonna help Satan find you.
Fair enough. Finally.
we all know Satan is way too lazy to go kill anybody.
He's too drunk to even drive away from his driveway, so we're good.
Yeah. He's not gonna come find us because that'd take way more effort than we're worth.
All right. Yeah,
he can just go find some random hooker.
And we're fine.
Yeah, he can just go find some random hooker to murder if he really needs to get it out of his system, I'm sure. That's not weird. Oh man, did you see the Pope met with some fucking like super what's the term for Jew hating? Anti-Semitic fucking imam.
Oh really?
Like was like hanging out and fucking like they hugged and everything and shit. So the Pope is now cozying up to the fucking like muzzies.
Probably not a bad political strategy, I guess.
I mean, come on. I mean, look how much they helped the Nazis escape from Germany and.
Oh, that's
and
a good point. Yeah.
The Catholic Church has kind of a history of
helping Nazis.
Yeah. Or anybody that hates Jews, I guess.
Well, I mean, almost everybody hates the Jews. So be it. I mean, most people hate Jews anyways. So why be in the wrong side of the hate group? Either you're gonna be with the Jews that everybody hates, or be not hating Jews and everybody hating you back. So I'll go with hating Jews. I don't care. Fuck Jews. I don't care.
I'm gonna go with the winning team.
I've never been a fan of juice.
I like juice, man. Apple juice, carrot juice, dick juice. It's all good.
You guys, any of you guys catch the State of the Union crap?
I haven't. Only seen bits and pieces of it myself.
I heard a little bit of it.
I didn't actually watch it or anything, but yeah,
it wasn't bad. It was the speech, I mean, like whatever.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. A few of the things that the Democrats like refused to clap
yeah. But they wouldn't clap for like lowest unemployment of minorities in history and like all this other shit. They were like sitting there mad.
Mm-hmm.
Or the thing about talking about trying to stop the human traffickers and people getting raped. Like, no, he said immigration in there somewhere, so I can't clap for it.
Yeah, that was bizarre. You realize that they're just, I don't know if they realize they're literally pushing away like the middle, like the people that are not on either side, really.
Yeah,
It's
all
like
the
they
moderate.
want to get rid of all the potential like swing votes. It's like I don't understand.
Yeah, they're pandering. We've mentioned here many times. It's like they're pandering to the people that are going to vote for them anyway. Like those people are already on your side, man. You gotta fucking, yeah. I don't know, man. They're fucking idiots.
Yeah, you've already got a certain amount of people that are always going to vote left wing. Like it doesn't matter what happened. They could be like, we want to execute 4-year-olds and be like, the left wing, it must be good. You know, same with the right wing. But there's that whole big fucking group of people that are kind of like in the middle, and you want to encourage them to agree with you.
Yeah, no, they seem to be determined to alienate that fucking group, dude.
Like, yeah, I mean, the only thing I think that I saw the left applaud at was like the veterans. Because I think even they were like, oh, I don't think we can get away with that.
And the women thing about being most women in Congress, that was the only other thing they clapped for.
And they were all even like all the stupid ladies were dancing and acting stupid. I'm like, wow. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And they were all dressed like fucking KKK members.
BuzzFeed got real mad about that. Somebody made a picture where it was like they split it and made it look like half was KKK and half were like not. And they're like, it looks like the KKK is in Congress or something like that. BuzzFeed got all super mad about that shit. Med Metal Man says Pelosi looked like a fucking animatronic Chuck E. Cheese ripoff. Honestly, though, I think everybody made so much bigger of a deal out of that than really like. I mean, it was funny. There was weird shit that happened, but I don't think it was like monumental or as important as a lot of the people were saying.
No, I heard it was a good speech. That was pretty much it.
It wasn't bad. As far as Trump goes, it was a good speech. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I listened to a good part of it because I was cooking in the kitchen while it was on TV. So I was like, I can't not hear it now.
Yeah, he recorded it. Don't listen to him. He recorded to it and he listened to it like 30 times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I got to hear my parents sit in there and just be like super pissed off about like all sorts of shit. And I'm like, you like record unemployment for African Americans? They're like, yeah, like that fucking, like you fucking care. Jesus Christ, man.
I think it was Ben Shapiro that pointed out, like, dude, you can just claim that it's a carryover from the Obama thing. You can still clap for it.
Yeah.
And then later on, claim that it was just, Obama's administration policy still holding or still affecting it.
It's amazing how many people on the left are just mad about things that are just not, they're not really partisan issues. They're just like, the economy is doing a lot better. Wages are up in general for everyone. How do you not
for that? Okay, overall unemployment's improved for these specific groups, these minority groups that you fucking claim to love so much. The fucking unemployment's down. Why not be able to clap for that? Regardless of the cause, that's a good thing, right? Like, you almost want to ask them, like, okay, so the fact that the unemployment is down for these groups of people is good, right? Right? So why not be able to clap for it?
Yeah, that was the part that was weird about it. That was definitely a little surreal.
Yeah, the drug trafficking or the human trafficking and talking about how many people get raped and, how many women get raped and shit. Like, trying to stop that, seems like that should have gotten, a decent reaction as well. Kamala Harris, I believe, was actually shaking her head at it. Like, oh my God. Like, really?
No, I didn't see that part. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part either. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about wanting to stop it, I think we can all agree that's not good. Rape is bad.
Again, if it has anything to do with immigration and it's coming from Trump, they're going to fucking, they're NPCs.
Oh, yeah.
Automatic.
Well, I mean, it's looking more and more obvious that he's going to declare a state of emergency to get the wall built. So, I mean, I think they're just, everybody's just posturing and like trying to set the stage sort of thing so that they can try to make whatever play they're going to make. I'm sure the court will try to intervene. I don't know that they can in this particular case. I think the state of emergency is something they don't really have a say in.
Right. Well, it really hasn't stopped them before.
No, I think they'll try. I just don't think that it'll necessarily have any effect.
Right, and just be like, no, that's beyond your fucking reach, guys. So fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore your fucking uh, bullshit verdict or whatever decision. Yeah. Oh, dude, the other thing was talking about the leftists kind of eating their own. Bernie Sanders caught a bunch of shit for doing like a rebuttal.
Oh, did he? I saw that a lot of things where he looked really sad when Trump was like, and socialism will never come to the United States. And
Well,
he just looks real
apparently,
sad for a minute.
I guess apparently they generally choose someone that's kind of like an up and comer in their party to do to do a rebuttal or whatever. But
Oh,
he's done it every time. You know what I mean? After any of Trump's major speeches, he's done a rebuttal to it.
yeah.
So it wasn't really any different. But they were all pissed off. Like, no, you got to let this young black woman, that's her moment. Like, dude,
Yeah, let's not.
Who lost and is a piece of shit and she's fucking racist. And did I mention she's a piece of shit?
Yeah. Well, and then why not have one of the people who's more experienced and has a lot of like gravitas, like go up and do that? Like, it makes sense to have Bernie Sanders rebut.
Yeah, and again, he's done it every time so far. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Like, I don't particularly care for Bernie Sanders, but if you're gonna send someone up there, you want somebody of that sort of like realm because hey, the dude's got a lot of experience.
And people are going to probably listen to him more than random person that you choose.
One Congress lady told another one to watch her ass, like as a threat. Dude, that's fucking insane.
Really?
Yeah, from
Which one?
I don't know, dude. That's fucking crazy, though.
Oh, man, I gotta find that. What the fuck?
Did the fucking Congress people straight threaten each other in there? Damn. Like, the next thing you know, like, half of Congress is going to show up in, like, Antifa masks. You'd be like, we know you're the Democrats. Like, you're not fooling anybody.
Yeesh.
That's fucking crazy as shit. Yeah, congressional Me Too movement is born. Right, Mad Metal Man, for sure. Dude, if Congress had a fight club, Mad Metal Man, the government could fucking pay off the national debt by selling tickets. Like, legit, they could sell tickets and the national debt would be gone in a month. Like Orrin Hatch versus Bernie Sanders. Tell me you wouldn't pay money to see that? Like, people pay thousands to get in and watch that fight.
Those just two fucking grumpy old men, dude.
Yeah, fucking old dudes fucking trying to get each other. Oh, man, you'd be lucky if any of the punches landed. They probably can't see that well.
They're fucking weird.
Yeah, there was. I think somebody applauded at the wrong moment. Then that must be what it is. I bet you somebody got up and clapped, and that was the thing where it's like, "Hey, watch your ass. We see you clapping. We ain't gonna be tolerating that shit."
Rashida Tlaib, Congress will impeach motherfucker Trump. When did this happen? Oh, this is back in. Oh, it's like a month ago. Never mind. Okay. Fucking Congresswoman referred to Trump as a motherfucker. Wow. Stay classy, Congress.
Yeah, you're very late on that one.
Yeah, I didn't hear that one. It was literally January 4th, so just over a month ago. I'm trying to find the one that she's talking about.
It's I don't know, man. That whole thing is getting fucking weird. Like, like what is it? Like 50 people got sent letters from the Covington Catholic school. That kid, the main kid, like his family is starting lawsuits against like 50 different people in like organizations. Oh, wow. One of them is the Congresswoman, the Ilhan whatever. Congresswoman, the Muzzy from Minnesota, I think it is.
Oh, right.
I'm saying that just because I know it's offensive and I want people to be annoyed if they ever listen to this. But like she's one of them, and she doubled down and she's like, "No, I'm not going to apologize. He should know there's consequences for his actions. That Phillips should never have had to step in and all this other shit, despite the fact that it's very clear from like the whole video that the kids did zero."
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised though if like they still don't know that. Like they only, you know what I mean? Like nobody ever bothered to tell them. Like, no, it turns out that was all bullshit, and the kids did nothing wrong. Like, it would not surprise me if nobody bothered to fucking tell her. Like, no, let's keep her fired up about it. Fucking nonsense.
Oh, it's interesting to see. Like, Alyssa Milano is on there. Kathy Griffin. They're going after CNN. Of
course, the fucking crazy, stupid bitches.
Right.
We know both of them are fucking psychotic. They're both stupid and psychotic.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. There's a lot of crazy people on there. I don't know, man. That whole thing is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I don't think the lawsuit's going to go very far, but it'll definitely inconvenience some people.
Dude, that kind of fucking kind of brings back my point I was talking about, how if you're attractive, because Kathy Griffin and Alyssa Milano are probably the same amount of crazy, but Alyssa Milano isn't seen as crazy, probably because she's, not fucking hideous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Still got the looks. She's still hot.
Right. Because, I don't think there's much difference in the levels of crazy between her and Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
But the perception is different, almost certainly, because one's one's actually attractive. And one looks like fucking a fucking scarecrow.
Oh, that whole thing is nuts, man. They're all fucking insane. I mean, it's just like celebrities in general. They're all out of their fucking minds, man.
Yeah. That's another group that fucking in their own little fucking bubble, man.
Like, what was it? Somebody was bitching and moaning about like how people always talk shit about celebrities when they're giving their like political opinions. But it's like they were like, well, they should have the right to say it too. It's like, yeah, and then everybody has the right to tell them to shut the fuck up because they're dumb.
Yeah. It's pretty disconcerting how many people actually fucking listen to them, value their opinions, let them do their thinking for them. That's what fucking bugs the hell out of me. Like, dude, they're fucking idiots, and they haven't fucking led a fucking, like, they've never lived in the real world. You know what I mean? It's, again, any kind of entertainers, athletes, rich kids. Like, I don't want to hear any of those people's opinions because they haven't really fucking.
They can express their opinions, but yeah, it's like it's perfectly reasonable to say I don't have any interest in it. I think it's nonsense,
Yeah. They can spout off all they want, but nobody should be fucking again letting them do their thing. Oh, they're like, oh, that's what that person thinks. Well, I like their acting, so I'll think that too. Like, that's fucking sad.
Oh man. Okay, so here's a couple of things on the Covington thing. There's a Colorado teacher who might get terminated for misidentifying a Covington student and calling him Hitler Youth.
Okay.
It wasn't even one of the ones from the march. She just assumed. So that teacher might get fired, which is pretty funny.
Right. Well, yeah, it's fucking Hitler Youth. Really? Like, wow, that's fucking.
Well, and shouldn't you know before you start saying shit like that it's actually the student that the student was even there? Like, it wasn't even one of the students from the march. Like, it wasn't. Wow. So that was the funny part. It wasn't even somebody that was from that video.
Yeah. Well, again, as Ocasio-Cortez pointed out, it's more important to be morally right than factually accurate.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
That's such a scary fucking line of thought, dude. That is a fucking disturbing line of thought.
Oh, Nathan Phillips is doubling down and saying that the student didn't apologize, so maybe he should be expelled. Like
Wait,
the
is that
student that wasn't doing a damn thing. Like Sandman wasn't doing anything but standing there, and this fucking old man comes up and starts fucking harassing him and his friends, and it's
is
like,
Philip the Indian dude?
yeah, that's Chief
Okay.
Drumming cunt.
Yeah. Still not catching on, huh?
No, that never caught on. It's too bad.
Damn.
But the guy, I thought that was a clever name, Chief Drumming cunt.
Yeah.
Catchy.
Hey, I wanted my Sergeant Pepperballs thing to catch on for the dude that got shot in the balls with the pepper thing. And well, that was kind of a local story here, I guess. Wasn't the one that really kept on. Or Fash Cans. I'm still waiting for Fash Cans to catch on.
Cans is never going to. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go. Oh, what was it? Here's a short little thing. The police in Kutztown, Pennsylvania, were overwhelmed with volunteers when they put a Facebook ad out asking for people to help with the sobriety test training.
Mm-hmm.
So they needed people to drink so that their cops could like have experience trying to like, you know, gauge people's sobriety.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people showed up.
Shocking. A lot of people drove down there and drove home afterwards.
Yep.
That'd be fucked up. What if you get busted? You know, like, yeah, I drove down here. Like, you fucking idiot.
Dude, a California guy got arrested. He stole his roommate's winning lottery ticket, swapped it while he was asleep.
Wow.
So they arrested him.
Like a jackpot one, or
yeah, it was $10 million ticket.
Jeez.
That's gonna be like 20 years, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Well, because isn't that's generally how that works, right? The more value what you stole is, like the more chance you get the more time you get in jail, like the higher the offense.
Probably. I don't know if it is, but it should be.
I'm pretty sure they rate felonies of that late nature like by the amount of value it involves.
Yeah, I would think it would have to. Like, okay, stealing a pack of gum or stealing a fucking $150 million painting. Like, there's got to be a difference in the fucking sentence between those two. So, yeah, I would imagine there has to be, dude.
Bye, Jinx. See you later. Have a good one.
Thanks for stopping by. Stay classy.
Bye, Jinx.
And was there was oh damn it, it was just in my head. It was a funny story too.
Says you.
Oh, it wasn't my story, it was just like a news thing that I saw.
Was it the one of the chipmunk water skiing?
No, but that's cool. I'd watch a chipmunk water skiing. That'd be pretty fucking epic.
Or maybe it was a squirrel. I can't remember. I was just thinking of Ron Burgundy for some reason. Oh, because I did the stay classy thing. Oh, yeah. That's fine.
Oh, that's nice. The GoFund. Some stuff has done some of the Covington like notoriety has been used to get like charity of raise money for charity and shit.
That's good.
That was one thing I saw. What was one of the things I saw? Is AOC was complaining on Twitter that people were using like how to use GoFundMe's to raise money for like their insulin.
Oh, right.
And it's like
healthcare is that people have to do this. Like, yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure the money they're asking for isn't for insulin, because I'm pretty sure if that's something you need to live, you're going to prioritize that.
Yeah, it's so you can afford insulin and your fucking HBO package.
But if you're going to e-bag, I really need extra money for groceries or because I want to watch HBO, doesn't sound nearly as good as I need insulin.
Yeah. I need this insulin to live, and I literally can't afford it.
Yeah.
I'd respond back to him like, well, I guess you're going to have to die.
Oh, that was what it was. The new Green Deal, they were putting out some more document, like more propaganda on it. One of the things they want it to include is guaranteed financial security for those that can't work and those that just don't want to work.
Wow, they literally said the ones that just don't want to work.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude. How do you want... Oh, my God.
That one blew my fucking mind. I was just like, don't want to work? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, how do you fucking write that down? How is there not somebody in the room that tells you that's a bad idea?
Like
Holy
that's not
shit,
gonna
dude.
fly.
Yeah, oh my god. Seriously, how many people saw that and were like, yeah, leave that in, fucking A. Yeah, you got to be pretty fucking brainwashed, dude, to think that that's going to be uh, an idea that a vast majority of people are going to accept, dude, or even a majority. Like, how, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Oh, there's an article on the Covington students and the heritage of white. I don't even want to read that shit. That sounds fucking bad. I can't even imagine how the Washington Post did, or no, it's Emory will. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is interesting that a lot of the people on the list were like different fucking churches of being sued for libel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a couple different dioceses, including the fucking Covington Catholic Diocese. So the people that the church that runs the school is on the list of people getting libel. Because they were basically like weak willed pussies, basically trying to like, you know, oh, we'll agree with the crowd instead of actually, you know, standing up for their own students. So
Diocese. That's an interesting way of pronouncing that word, dude.
all right, what is it supposed to be?
Diocese.
Diocese? Okay. I'm just gonna sit here with my LaCroix and I'm gonna be good. Listen to some Bono
yeet.
music.
Listen to some Bono music and some yeet.
Some YouTube from Bono. Put on a little yeet in the background occasionally. Yeah, there you go.
I'm leaving.
Wait, yeah, we haven't gotten to the puns yet, dude.
I don't give a fuck about puns.
Well, the puns aren't as fun if Satan isn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. He's definitely the one that is by far the most annoyed. Gaming occasionally enjoys them. Yeah, he gets in the spirit of the shitty puns, dude. Satan does not.
The train puns were pretty fucking funny. That got real fucking bad.
That was pretty bad.
In the spirit of the train puns, I found a list of dad jokes.
Mm.
What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
Mm.
Oh man, where did I see that? I saw that joke somewhere. Oh, on that fucking the game. Somebody a joke in the fucking general chat. Oh god.
To whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word.
That's definitely punny. That's a little punny.
All right, let me share that screen here. I went to the zoo and saw a baguette in a cage. The zookeeper said it was bred in captivity.
So awful.
What do you call an alligator that works on Wall Street? An investigator?
That's pretty bad.
What's that Nevada city where all the dentists visit? Floss Vegas.
Oh, that's so fucking horrible.
Oh god, these are all bad. Yeah. You want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind, it's terrible.
Wow, that was a stretch, dude.
Now you can't stretch paper; it's too fragile.
What?
Mad Metal Man.
Did you fucking read that? Was that one of the jokes in there? You can't stretch paper.
No, I just said that.
Why?
Yeah, that makes no sense to the pun.
Fucking
unless he didn't get the pun.
Did you not get the terrible joke that you can tear paper?
No, I you said something and then I said you can't stretch paper.
Exactly. There's no point to say that.
How your fucking brain
Oh,
works,
dude, I
dude.
barely slept last night, man. I am fucking so out of it right now. You don't even know. It's
Damn.
fucking disturbing.
I'm starting to think you might have Tourette's, dude. Just yelling out random shit, dude. Just
Oh
sitting there,
man.
dude. You know, just sitting there like, you can't stretch papers to write.
Oh, Mad
Whoa.
Metal Man is going off on dad jokes in the fucking comments. Today, my son asked, "Can I have a bookmark?" And I burst into tears. 11 years old, and he still doesn't know my name is Brian. My wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction, so I packed up my stuff and write.
Wow.
That was fucking. Oh, like you don't want to laugh, but it's so funny.
Yeah, it's like funny how it's hilarious how not funny it is. Like it's so
Exactly,
fucking
yeah.
awful. It's hilarious how awful that joke is. Like you're gonna either laugh at how bad it is or groan. Might as well laugh.
Oh man. Let's see here. The dad says, I was just listening to the radio on the way into town. Apparently an actress just killed herself. Mom says, oh my, who? Dad says, I can't remember. I think her name was Reese something. Mom says, Witherspoon? Dad says, no, it was with a knife. All right. Oh man. That's I don't know if there's recovery from there.
Just stunned silence.
Oh, and thanks, Mad Metal Man. I don't really need a link about Tourette syndrome. But I appreciate that. Sure, I do. There's a fucking streamer that has Tourette's. It's like a chick. She's like a hot chick that has like Tourette's and says all sorts of weird shit like all the time. Like the twitches and the whole shebang.
Yeah, that's a pretty. Yeah, Tourette's is a interesting thing, dude.
Yes, Noob Nation. I'm sure I don't need a link about Tourette's. But like she has a good sense of humor about it. Like she laughs at it and shit. So
yeah, I'd imagine that's the only way to stay sane, dude. Like you better be able to fucking laugh at it, or you're going to kill yourself. Literally.
Oh yeah. Well, one of the things she does is like talks about stories where like before she really knew what was going on, weird shit happened. Where like, you know, sitting next to some rando on the bus on the way to school and then turns and's like, fuck me in the pussy. And, like,
God damn.
Shit like that. Doesn't know why it's happening.
Yeah.
Can you imagine though? That would be pretty fucking terrifying if you just like shit started coming out of your mouth all the time. Like really profane shit and you have no idea what was going on.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. A lot of them end up fucking suicidal, man. That's what I'm saying. If you can't fucking laugh at it, dude, it's going to kill you, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's hot, so I imagine that made it a lot easier.
Right. Yeah. Again, central theme.
That makes sense. You know, she has like a boyfriend and everything. Like, I'm sure if you're like a super ugly Tourette's person, it's real hard to get like a date and all that good stuff.
It keeps life interesting, I would imagine.
Yeah, you might find somebody with like a weird fetish.
A Tourette's fetish. I'm sure that exists, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Googling it.
I was thinking more like somebody who likes the abuse.
Oh, gotcha.
So they could like get off on the fact that you're being like, fucking die.
Is it normal to have a fetish for women with Tourette's? Yep, it's a thing. Of course it is.
Sinsoka says I'd vote for a politician with Tourette's. Fuck yes, dude. I think we all would. I don't think it matters what the politician stands for.
Yeah, as long as he's not communist.
I don't even think I would care then. It'd just be like, that's going to be too funny not to have this guy making speeches all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, can we get him to be president?
Yeah, it's the only way you're going to hear speeches on a regular basis. So, all right.
I want to hear like, you know, the fucking State of the Union. And tonight in the United States, fuck Balls Lake, son of a bitch, cunt. Yeah. Oh man, that'd be great.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh, diplomatic meetings would be great, Mad Metalman. You're sure, for sure.
Yeah, you're meeting with fucking heads of state, dude. The fucking Tourette's just goes off. That'd be fucking brilliant. Well, World War III happened because we thought it would be funny to elect a guy with Tourette's president.
Oh man. I think Satan had a pretty good idea of how World War III could actually go, that it's a bunch of like unconnected civil wars just all happening at the same time, because like that seems to be what's going on in Europe right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, does that, again, it's just a bunch of individual civil wars in that case, though, right? I mean,
but it's like the whole world doing it at the same time.
It would actually, it might actually like blossom into a thing where literally everybody's fighting everyone else everywhere.
Yeah.
On either the progressive side or the common sense side.
Yeah. It's interesting that like how fucking bad it's getting over in Europe with like the yellow vest protests and riots and stuff.
Yeah.
That it's not really even being covered in the West, in like the US. Like you don't even hear it on the news.
Yeah. That is fucking bizarre. But yeah, they don't want to hear about revolution. You know what I mean? They don't want us hearing about revolution.
Well, what was it in Eugene, Oregon? One of the higher up like leaders of Antifa kind of thing got himself shot by the police because he took guns to the school to try to kidnap his kid.
Mm-hmm.
He'd lost all custody and wasn't allowed to like see the kid or be around him.
Was it because of his Antifa?
I would assume, yeah. He's one of the more militant Antifa, like teaching people how to use guns, encouraging like killing the police and stuff like that. That definitely would not help in a custody battle.
Mm. How to punch people ineffectually.
But he actually took like a gun to the school along with like a backpack full of like fucking ammunition.
Jesus, dude.
And was there to basically force them to give him the kid so he could like, you know, take off with the kid. And the police forced him out, and then he drew the gun on the police and they shot him because, you know, that's what happens when you draw a gun on the police.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Yeah,
and that's not the most interesting part of the story. Because he died. So the chapter of Antifa that he was the leader of went and placed a bunch of IEDs around the fucking police station. Tried to blow it up, and the police luckily the police managed to find them and make them safe before they went off and hurt anybody. But like Antifa legit tried to blow up a police station in Eugene, Oregon.
Wow. Did did those people get arrested?
They're still working on making the case, like finding enough evidence to arrest and prosecute those people. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it basically a bunch of people like dropped a bunch of fucking bombs around there. They can't prove it was anybody, but you know, Antifa was talking about doing it and then did it. So
wow.
It's pretty. It's unlikely to be somebody other than Antifa at this point.
Yeah. Although it is Oregon, so
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like they're probably not.
It is the home of the Unabomber, right? Oregon. Was it the Unabomber from Oregon?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay.
I think he lived in Montana. He went to the University of Michigan. I don't know if he was from Michigan though.
Oh, my mistake. I thought he was based in Oregon.
Yeah, I don't know. He was definitely in Montana.
Yeah, there goes. To be fair, I don't really pay that much attention to the Unabomber, so.
Well, it was decades ago, so it's understandable.
We were pretty young, even for myself.
Yeah, yeah.
God damn. Anybody else sick?
And by the way, it's Antifa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Antifa.
Antifa.
I wouldn't want to mispronounce their name and make them angry.
You
Yeah.
might get a
Oh,
fake bomb in your house.
Yeah. I'll run up and fucking punch you, and it'll feel like a mild mosquito bite.
Do I have to let them punch me?
Yeah, why not? Let them feel like they're doing something. You know,
Because I feel like if they start swinging, it's better just to move and then beat the hell out of them.
You could just roll over them, crush them. That's what I would do.
Well, they're vegans, so you could probably beat them up with each other. Like, I doubt they weigh much.
Just blow wind at them, and they'll like
turn on an office fan in their direction.
Mm.
Like watch them try to fight up the wind tunnel. God damn, dude. Yeah, that's crazy that shit is still going on. Like in Oregon right now, it is still like at least a weekly battle between Antifa and Patriot Prayer. Like they're legit still going at it up there. That's crazy pants.
I just want the president to fucking make them into a domestic terrorist organization so we can stop them immediately on their tracks, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But then they would just reform themselves to a different name, and it will be all over again anyways.
The thing that concerns me is is the only way to deal with Antifa to kill them? Because it's to me, it's unacceptable that they're allowing them to go out and basically just commit felony after felony after felony, harassing people that are legitimately going out to protest. You know what I mean? Because it's sometimes it's the crazy right wing alt-right people that intend to go out and fight Antifa, but sometimes it's just people that are having a protest. They're just going out to do whatever, and it's yeah. Well, if the police actually started enforcing the laws, like arresting them, making them take off their masks, things like that, I think that might help maybe.
Yeah, but why would they? I mean, the Democrats are paying for everything, so why would they want to stop them? They don't want to stop their investments.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it doesn't happen in right-wing states. It doesn't. It did not even close to the kind of stuff they allow in Oregon and shit. Yeah, or Metalman makes a good point. Or just allow people to fight back. Because when people fight back, Antifa gets fucked up. Antifa gets fucked up. Maybe poison all their juice boxes.
Maybe.
Yeah, Kaczynski was born in Chicago.
Chicago.
And, went to Harvard? Wait. Yeah, he went to Harvard and then, I got a degree in mathematics and then went to
Chicago, the city of 1,000 lights, right?
Is it?
No, no idea.
I don't think there's any city of 10,000 lights. I believe Paris is the city of lights, but they don't give it a number.
I know. I actually knew that.
Just say the farty city.
Right. And yeah, he lived in Montana, dude. He had a cabin in Montana.
He had a cabin in Montana. Yeah, let some of those good old corn-fed boys from the Midwest go knock him around. Man, Metal Man, I would be 100% behind that. That shit would be hilarious. Oh, I bet Annifa would fucking run so fucking hard if they actually had to face up against like some fucking good old farm boys and shit. Although you also got to wonder if like some of the Annifa women would just be like, maybe we're on the wrong side. Look at these skinny fucks on our side. Look at those big ass guys over there. It's like mass desertion.
Yeah, well, a lot of those dumb bitches are still part of the feminist side. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm with Noob Nation.
Just about fuck them. Oh man, you gonna go rape Antifa? Would Antifa even recognize that it had happened, or would they like just go into like denial mode? I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened.
Yeah, a lot of them seem kind of cucky anyway. They're probably used to it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Well, they're probably used to like their girlfriends getting banged by better like other dudes, but they probably don't actually get banged themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd probably make them happier.
They probably let their girlfriends fuck them with strap-ons, dude. I imagine that happening.
Is that a cuck thing? That sounds like a cuck thing.
It could be. I don't know. Actually, I guess the cuck thing is just letting someone else, fuck your girlfriend while you're in the closet crying or something.
I don't know. I've never actually looked into that.
Yeah, well, it's definitely letting someone else fuck your woman.
You could either watch or you could actually join and be part of the bitch too. Because there's a lot of them. They're like, well, you suck his dick too, you little cock faggot, and then they do it too. So there's the bi side too.
Oh, that's bizarre. Whatever works, man. I think it's fucking sad, but
yeah, it's sad.
Right, that's what they're into, man. Seems, yeah, like I said, it seems bizarre to me too, man.
Whatever. Everybody has their thing.
As long as everybody knows what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, as long as you're being honest about what's fucking happening, nobody's getting. Everybody's okay with it.
Yeah, like a rape fetish isn't cool if you don't tell the person first, right?
Probably not. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say probably not.
Sorry, that was dumb. Oh man, you know who I saw on Twitter the other day? Some people were actually talking about again that I was surprised of was Sarkeesian. Like people were actually talking to her. I was like, I haven't heard from her in so long. Like, why is anybody bringing that shit back up?
What was it?
I don't know. She was bitching about something in video games. I didn't really pay that much attention. I was just surprised that people were bringing her up again. I'm like, why? Why fucking respond to her?
Yeah, let her fucking shout from the fucking wilderness now that she's finally irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I'm sure she still makes money.
Yeah, there's plenty of fucking dumbasses who are willing to give her money because they're stupid. Very, very stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
Incredibly stupid.
That's true. Even fucking Zoe Quinn still has a fucking following, dude.
Well, didn't Zoe Quinn do porn? I thought she did porn or something like that. So,
not that I know of, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Because, like, I could understand if people are still following Zoe Quinn if like they're into the porn that she makes or something. But
I don't even really understand that. She's pretty fucking average looking, dude. not even really average.
Have you seen cam girl sites? They're not all 10s, dude. Not even close.
Yeah, I guess, dude. I'm still amazed that she managed to make herself famous by looking up and trying to find people talking shit about her, not even to her, and then claiming harassment.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny.
After being discovered that she cheated on her fucking fiance with at least 5 guys, all in the fucking industry, and she's touted as some kind of like it's incredibly fucked up and dishonest the way her whole fucking life story, and yet somehow she's managed to get a huge Patreon following and shit like that.
Well, in her own words, what she did was rape. That's why I think why people were calling that out so much. Is because she had already said that if you cheat on somebody, it's like you're raping them. And so they were all like, so you gonna apologize for raping your boyfriend?
Yeah,
you were cheating on him the whole time?
Yeah, you raped him at least 5 times. Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know, man. That should have fucking destroyed the fucking video games industry and fucking shamed her for life, but neither of those things has come close to happening.
Yeah. Oh, Sensoka brings up a good point. Anita is boring now. She should get with the time, shave her head, blame her abortion on Trump. Do something interesting. I was just genuinely like, why are you even responding to this woman at all? She basically had become so obscure.
Yeah, I mean, she's a fucking con artist, dude. Like, she doesn't even believe the nonsense she fucking spews out. That's what really bugs me is, when she was relevant, she was actually affecting shit. And she didn't have any fucking faith in the bullshit she was spewing. She just fucking hopped on the trend and fucking found a way to make money from it. That's it.
And she made good money.
Like, fuck. Yeah, I know. It's pretty sickening, dude.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody who's completely full of shit.
It was definitely interesting that she completely failed to meet any of the goals she agreed to for the money. And everybody was still okay with that.
Yeah. Well, dude, she did another one for her fucking 5 Ordinary Women series or whatever and got that completely funded. And she had already shot it. Everything was already done. She had already done the series for that one.
Oh, damn.
And was just asking for like post-production money or something and fucking got it. Yeah, it's really bizarre, dude. Like, yeah, I know I didn't go, barely halfway through the tropes from against women in video games or whatever, but I need more money. So fucking for the series I already shot with the money I got before.
My issue is I need to start finding these fucking idiots so they can give me money too.
No shit.
There's plenty of fucking idiots out there.
You gotta fucking, you get a group of people that have already been brainwashed, dude. They'll fucking just throw money at you. We're on the wrong side to cash in.
I'm gay. I'm a victim. Send me money.
Right? Yeah, what the hell are you waiting for?
Mm.
Do it. Society has forced you to have sex with random men, dude. You're a victim. Get out there and get a fucking GoFundMe going.
Yeah, I should.
All right, interesting. Sorry, I figured out where that phone call I got earlier was. My doctor wants to make a phone appointment for tomorrow now after my email. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. My end goal is to keep the medication I was prescribed by the psychiatrist and not have to deal with this bullshit from her. So we'll see where it goes. Either way, at the end of the ordeal, I'm switching doctors because this is not reasonable. Yeah. I shouldn't have to worry that anytime I talk to my doctor about something, they're going to take away my psych meds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're supposed to fucking, deal with health. Like, if I'm, my blood pressure or fucking whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yep. So not real thrilled about that. Woohoo!
Indeed.
Oh, what was it? There's something I was trying. I was wanted to talk about. I keep forgetting what it is. It's driving me nuts.
Did you write what Metal Man said?
Oh no, my bad. Let's see. Mad Metal Man says, "I'm goth. Columbine ruined my rep. Give me money because rednecks have called me a nigger." Yep, you're doing it right, sir.
Like, go get money.
Oh, that's what I need to do, right? My doctor took away my meds. Give me money. Actually, that'd probably fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll just go buy my own medication on the street.
That's how you do it. Cutting you off, man. What else you gonna do?
Oh man, I'll just I don't know.
Start cutting up your meds. Get them in a little spoon. Put a little water in there.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, heat it up, dude.
Yeah, warm it up.
I was unaware that that's how you did drugs, actually. Oh, they blocked a bill. What was it? They blocked the bill about banning infanticide. So if the baby doesn't if the abortion doesn't succeed when the baby is being born, the new one, it essentially would require the doctor to try to save the baby after that. But now, they blocked it.
I thought that was already the law.
I don't know, man. I just saw that and I was just like, that's crazy.
No, I think I had told this before. I worked at a place for I think it was only 2 days where they tried to get donations to fight late-term abortions, and they told us that the reason they deliver on the really late-term abortions, where the baby's pretty much old enough to survive out of the fucking womb, they have to deliver it feet first. Because once the head's out, then they have to fucking try to save the baby. So they basically turn it around, make sure it comes out feet first. They get everything out but the head and stab it in the fucking neck.
Ah, okay.
Bleed out. So, but if it's the way they had said, again, that was a long time ago, obviously. It was at least 25 years ago. So obviously things could have changed, but they had told us that, if the head comes out first, they had to try to save it. That was a lot. Apparently that's changed.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it depends on the state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be, but we didn't do just Arizona. You know what I mean? They took calls from all over the place.
Huh.
Or made calls.
Let's see here. Oh, there was interesting thing about New York. Apparently their income tax revenues have dropped by 2.3 billion.
That's a lot.
It's almost like insane taxes on the wealthy make the wealthy people leave.
Yeah, make them move to Connecticut or wherever. Or New Jersey.
Yeah, they're still pulling in a shit ton of money, so it's not like they're gonna fucking go broke.
Right. It's just now people officially live in other states, even if they fucking really actually live there still.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
No, I have a home in Connecticut. A lot of people do, man. A lot of people fucking commute from Connecticut to New York for some fucking reason. I guess it's not really that far, but
yeah.
Dude, it's all about that fucking bank, all about them Benjamins. Fucking, I saw this one. A Colorado dude fucking killed a mountain lion like with his bare hands because it attacked him.
Yeah.
Fucking fought it off and shit.
Suffocated it.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Then drove himself to the fucking hospital to get treated.
Yeah. I would hope he kept I would have kept the fucking mountain lion. I would have thrown it in my trunk.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, I'm getting that thing stuffed, dude.
They should let him because they went back and found the mountain lion. So like, they really should like fucking give that body to him to fucking put on his mantle or something.
No, I would not have left without it. I don't care how badly I was banged up, unless again it was just physically impossible. I would have fucking dragged that thing, fucking thrown it over my shoulder and dragged it to my car, dude.
Well, I mean, he had like fucking lacerations on his legs and arms and torso and fucking bites on his face and shit. I don't think he was even thinking about any of that shit.
Yeah.
I would have been, dude. I probably would have wanted to eat his heart before I went to the hospital. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking reach in, pull out your fucking heart.
Oh man.
Yeah. Although, dude, I've thought about that shit. Like, what would I do if because I go camping and shit a lot, get out in the nature occasionally. Actually, coming up against something like that in my youth, I probably could have done the same. Nowadays, maybe not much, but I would still fucking try. I would still try to get behind that motherfucker and choke him to death, dude.
Yeah, I would assume, like,
but yeah,
pick up like a big stick and try to fucking hit him with that to get him to like scare him off,
I would imagine. I've always imagined me trying to shove my fucking my entire arm down its fucking throat. Like, all right.
And you're like, oh, you want a food? I'm gonna feed you.
Yeah, well, again, blocking its fucking ability to breathe, dude, and eat me, I guess.
I think they have a pretty bad gag reflex. I've heard you're supposed to gag tigers or lions if they try to bite you, but honestly, it seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah, that would be the last resort. Again, if I wasn't able to somehow get behind them and start choking the shit out of them.
I think the problem is they weigh so much.
Right. Yeah, well, a mountain lion's not nearly as big as a tiger or a lion.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's true.
Still a fucking big cat, dude.
Because I was going to say, like, if a tiger rolled with you underneath it, yeah, you'd be fucking out.
Dude, like a house cat can mess you up pretty bad if, like if it wants to. You know what I mean? Like those things can give you some pretty heavy scratches. So if you imagine that, scaling that up, fucking scaling that up to fucking the size of a mountain lion, that thing's going to be able to gash the shit out of you, dude.
Yeah, and they got 5 pointy ends, too.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, even the house cat's claws will cut you, dude. But yeah, I can't imagine just fucking, man. I would just have to start fucking raging.
Mad Metal Man says eyes and ears are their weak points. Jam your thumb in their ear hard enough and you'll touch brain. Sensoka says you have the same plan. Shove your hand down its throat to choke it.
Nice. Great minds think alike.
And then Sensoka also says, how about the anus? Give that bastard something to be pissed about.
All right, now you got an excuse to kill me, motherfucker.
Yeah, now you want to kill me, I get it.
I just didn't want to die for some stupid reason like you wanted to eat.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I don't know, man. That whole thing is...
pretty fucking... yeah, I hope that story gets them laid like constantly, dude.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Check out this scar I got from the mountain lion. I fucking killed with my bare hands. Now suck my cock.
I think you shouldn't have to say that. Oh, also punched them in the nose. Yeah, their noses are supposed to be sensitive.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna just like try not to fight mountain lions.
Well, obviously that's the ideal situation. Yeah. If you have to, I mean, you want to have a plan.
I've never. I've been close to like deer, but I've never been close to a mountain lion.
Same thing, dude. Totally the same thing.
Well, I was
No,
gonna say like
if
nothing
it
at
was
all.
a moose, yeah, but a deer, no, no.
Oh, a big ass buck is pretty fucking intimidating, man. That's a big fucking animal with a lot of sharp shit on its fucking head.
Elk, dude. That's fucking elk will fuck you up. Elk's almost the size of a fucking horse.
Damn.
Yeah, elk are a pretty fucking big animal, dude.
And they're extremely aggressive. So a moose will go. I think it's one of the biggest killers in North America.
Yeah, the moose, like everybody kind of thinks of it as like a fucking goofy animal, and it's like almost one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous one.
Mm-hmm.
I blame Bullwinkle.
I blame stupid people.
Yeah, I saw a video where some chick got out of the car and was what was it? Walking up to a moose to try to get pictures, and there were like signs all over the road saying, "Do not approach moose; you will be attacked."
Right, trying to get a fucking selfie with it,
or something, and the fucking moose just like launched her like a good 5-6 feet in the air.
Did she survive? Because I hope she didn't, dude.
Yeah,
no, she survived. Yeah,
unfortunately.
God damn it!
Thanks for ruining our day.
I mean, she died horribly.
That's better.
That makes
Darwin Award. She gets a Darwin Award.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love that. Dude, the fucking Darwin Awards are the best.
Yep.
Shouldn't the moose technically get the award for like getting her out of the fucking system? Like, hey, we giving the moose an award for fucking getting rid of this bitch.
Yeah, you're still, the award is for the stupid behavior.
Okay.
So when idiots fall off buildings, you give the award to the floor.
Yeah, or gravity. Come on, gravity. Silly.
I think gravity is worthy of an award. Do you think gravity isn't cool?
I don't really much care for gravity. Yeah, I said it. Got a problem with it? Gravity? Do something about it, bitch. Watch me fall down from my stairs. Break my neck. Fuck you, human.
Just pulls you down, crushes you like a Coke can. How do you feel about me now?
I still
you still suck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we could go check out the Darwin Awards website.
Actually, I gotta go. I'll be. Oh, not permanently. I'll be back in a few. Hold on.
Let's see here.
Anything for 2019 already?
No, but there's a bear one here. On May 2018, Odisha, India, driving home from a wedding, Prabhu Bhattara idled the car on the roadside to relieve himself in the woods. From a squatting position, he spied an injured bear. But instead of calling the authorities to help the bear, he opted to get a selfie with the distressed animal. Meanwhile, instead of intervening, the passengers in his car pulled out their mobiles and filmed the carnage. As he neared the bear, the passengers advised him against his plan. Mr. Bhattara, however, was determined to fulfill his selfie mission. Once he was in reaching distance, though, the bear was not as injured as it seemed, or it was just having a bad hair day, and lunged forward, pinning Mr. Bhattara to the ground, killing him on the spot, according to the forest ranger. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that fucking name. Then, perhaps disgusted at this epic display of Homo sapien apathy, a stray dog joined the fray in an attempt to save the man and tried to fight off the bear, which is fucking crazy. The bear, however, seemed to believe that the world had one too many selfie-seeking humans and finished off poor Mr. Bhattara. According to media reports, once the body was retrieved, forest officials treated the bear for its injuries. The dog, although probably still disgusted, was unharmed. Happy ending, I'd say.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Let's see. 2018 Maryland. Like a plot out of Sherlock Holmes, officials found a dead body mysteriously crumpled at the bottom of an up escalator at an Amtrak station at the New Carlton stop at 2 a.m. Perplexed and with no eccentric fictional detective to call, officials did the next best thing. They watched the CCTV cameras. The footage showed a man running up the down escalator shortly after midnight. When he reached the top, no doubt out of breath, he lost his balance and tumbled backwards, falling all the way down the moving stairs and hitting his head smartly at the bottom. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see, is there... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything from 2019 yet.
Mm.
Oh, this is the 2018 Darwin Awards. Oh, my bad. Oh, there's no 2019 yet, so we'll have to wait for that. Maybe it only happens at the end of the year, maybe?
Who knows?
Let's see. Oh, there's a 2002 one. A farm keeper from Sao Paulo decided to remove a beehive from his orange tree. He didn't know exactly how to proceed, but he knew the hive should be burned, and he knew bees sting. So he protected his head with a plastic bag sealed tightly around his neck, grabbed a torch, and went off to fight the bees. His worried wife went to look for him a few hours later and found him dead. However, it wasn't the bees that killed him. The plastic bag had protected him from the smoke, stingers, and oxygen. He had forgot to put breathing holes in the bag.
Well,
so in order to protect himself from the bees, he tied a plastic bag around his neck and head and didn't put fucking holes in it to breathe through. So he eventually just died of lack of oxygen and I guess didn't remove the bag.
there's a lot of people who do die like that. I don't know. They go into panic mode and they don't know how to rip open the bag, I'm assuming, from the panic. I don't know.
From 2002, 02, so to speak. Man. Yeah, the Darwin Awards are great, man, but there's just not enough of them. We need more. People need assistance. There's too many fucking humans in the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, it does help. Look how many idiots have died from selfies.
Oh, God, so many.
The ones that piss me off are the ones that survive, because then they have to, the government has to rescue those pieces of shit and this and that. They should just leave them to their death. I mean, if you're stupid enough to do it, you're stupid enough to deserve it. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah. Well, like a lot of people just fall because they get too close to the edge of like cliffs and shit. And then people like the guy with the bear take a selfie with a fucking bear. That's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, my mom has a story when her and her family were at like Yellowstone one year. She was in the cabin as a kid watching a bunch of people out in front of the cabin go and like form a ring around a bear cub.
Wow.
To take pictures of it and shit. And then this is like back in the fucking like 70s and shit. But literally they all fucking formed a ring around it so the bear cub couldn't get away. And she was like, I'm staying in the fucking house. Mm-hmm. Luckily for the people, I guess, or unluckily as it were, the bears was used to people enough that it didn't like consider them a threat and just basically like shouldered its way through the crowd, picked up the baby and like took off.
Wow.
They got real fucking lucky.
If I was that bear, I still would have killed them all.
Right. It would have been cool. But my mom was the one who got all her like siblings and was like, all right, get back in the cabin. Get the fuck away from this. Can you just imagine like camping somewhere and seeing that?
No, I would never go camping. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of animals, dude, but I've still yet to see a bear in the wild.
I've seen plenty of bears, but they're either in gay clubs or in the zoo. And the ones in the zoo are still wearing, leather and stuff.
Yeah.
That was almost as bad as one of my jokes.
I'm too tired to fucking care. I need a nap already.
Yeah. What I was really surprised is we had turkeys here in Arizona, dude. Wild turkeys.
I fucking hate turkeys so much.
When I worked for Allstate, I had only one time I had a claim that a turkey flew into a windshield of a vehicle and busted the entire windshield. I was like, well, that's a first for me.
Turkeys should all die.
But they're so delicious.
They're the most obnoxious fucking animals on the planet, though.
I don't give a fuck. I just want to put them down my throat. That's all I care.
I have to hear the story behind your fucking hatred of turkeys, dude.
So I live in a like a city. It's not like a big city, but it is definitely a city.
Mm-hmm.
And like 3 or 4 years ago, they decided that they would reintroduce turkeys to their natural habitat. The fucking city.
In the city?
The fucking turkeys live in the fucking city.
Oh, wow.
So there's this roving band of fucking turkeys. There's like 20 of them, and they're just fucking obnoxious and get in the way and cause traffic problems.
Sounds like a fucking South Park episode, dude.
It's fucking bizarre.
Starving
Like, so
Marvin.
we have one creek that goes through town, and it's just like, it's like a really shitty little creek that like there's walking paths on so people can ride their bikes and fucking walk along it. And they were like, well, turkeys years ago used to live in that creek. We should bring them back so that it's more like fucking environmental and shit.
Wow.
So now we have this roving band of like 20 fucking turkeys. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
And they'll never allow you to hunt them.
No, of course not. And then people in their cars will just stop and wait. Like they don't realize that if you just keep driving forward, those fuckers will move. Like you don't have to try to hit them, but if you just slow down a little bit, they'll get out of the way.
Maybe wing them a little.
I've tried. They're too quick. I think they've learned to tell when like cars are not going to stop for them. Because if you don't even slow down, they'll run.
As soon as they fucking see the brake lights or they see it braking, like, oh, okay, we can take our time.
Something like that. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I know I hate them.
All right, that was a little weird. I just thought I don't think I'd ever met anybody that hated turkeys the way you seem to hate turkeys. But that is understandable now, I guess.
I mean, me personally, I don't like animals. I don't like dogs. I don't like cats. I mean, I barely can stand humans. I mean, our house dogs were, my family, so I put up with them and liked them to a certain extent. But now we're just down to one cat, and I'm okay with that. Although I don't even touch the cat. I'm like, she knows where to go to poop and pee, and that's all I care. So fuck it.
Yeah, I'd say I prefer most animals to people, for sure. But yeah, even most animals, Although, I do like because where I would see the turkeys and that is when we'd go out when we were up camping up north. There's a bunch of dirt roads and shit up there, off of the highway. We would go on those paths usually right around either right after dawn or right before sunset when most of the animals are on the move. We would constantly see deer, elk, again, occasionally turkeys, and other shit. Like I actually enjoy that shit. Cheesy as it might sound, dude.
So what did we just watch on video?
Darwin Award from 2010 in South Korea. An angry handicapped man, annoyed that the elevator departed without him, thinks it over before ramming the wheelchair into the doors once, twice, 3 times, and then failure as he manages to get into the elevator and fall directly down the elevator shaft to his death.
What a fucking moron.
Maybe it was a suicide attempt, dude. Maybe he was actually killing himself.
Could be. In that case, it wasn't an attempt, it was a suicide success.
Yeah, what kind of award do you give for that?
A Darwin Award, because he fucking ran the elevator until he fell down it.
No, if he was trying to do it, I mean, if he actually
how many fucking flights of stairs did he fell down to?
I don't know. Plus, that cart was a motorized one, so those got to be heavy when it landed on top of his dumb ass.
I would wonder what the hell was in his mind while he was falling down. Like, oh, fuck. Or like, it's about time. I'm glad.
Those anger management classes didn't really work.
Oh, man.
I can see Satan going like that.
Oh, man.
Oh, he just rolls over on a train track,
How long do you think it would take before he managed to find a way to kill himself if he was like crippled in a wheelchair?
Not much. Because he just could go to a train track and he can, go like that.
Yeah, or the nearest pool. He'd fucking whale himself right into the nearest pool.
So we would not. We would definitely not try to derail the situation. I'll just let it happen.
Oh, no. If you're trying to get anybody steamed up, you're not going to succeed.
I was going to make a joke about blowing off steam, but never mind.
No, I took your pun.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to railroad you into like not having a joke for it.
You have to choose something better.
All right, let's get this show back on track, dude.
Oh, that's a great tie-in. Oh, man. That was awful.
Are people still watching? Because I could understand if they all just left.
There's only 2.
You're right, Matt. The show never was on track. Newton, we were talking about Satan killing himself. Noob says we're great fun. We're great friends, man. We're good friends. I think Satan would fucking want to kill himself if he was crippled in a wheelchair. I don't think he'd want to be alive.
Fuck that. I don't think I would either. Dude.
Have you seen him? He already looks like a cripple. What the fuck are you talking
about? He does have that redneck look to him.
I was more like an Afro Jewy.
Afro Jewy. Damn.
Sounds like a weird piece of candy.
A very gross piece of candy.
I want 10 Afro Jewies.
I bet it's watermelon flavored.
I know it's gonna be fattening.
It's gonna be coming watermelon flavor, fried chicken flavor, and grape soda flavor.
Oh man. Oh, since Ocus is, if he was in a wheelchair, he'd go to the gym and bitch about not being led on the treadmill. Oh man. If you made watermelon flavored fried chicken, would that be racist?
It would just be gross.
It would just be gross. Well, apparently you could. There's a watermelon chicken like recipe where you bake a chicken in a watermelon. It's supposed to be good.
Yeah, it sounds pretty gross.
It really does. Yeah, it does not sound good. But I don't like watermelon, so.
I do like watermelon, especially watermelon flavors.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're okay, and I don't think they're great, but they're decent. They're all right.
Yeah, no, never been a watermelon fan. I like grapes though. Grapes are good.
See, now I don't really like grape. I'm not a fan of grape.
Grapes are good. That's like one of the few fruits my son will eat, like grapes and bananas. That's pretty much it.
Well, and if you get like, and then the nice thing about grapes is, sometimes you get like a bad one, but there's always more, so you can always keep going until you get like a good one.
Yeah, no, I hate grapes. See, raisins, I love raisins. I can eat raisins.
Yeah, raisins are good.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how I am with. Well, I guess it would be the opposite. I guess. Yeah. Oh no, it's the same. I hate fucking cucumbers, but I love pickles.
Yeah, pickles don't taste anything like cucumber, really. It's like a whole different fucking flavor.
Yeah. It's just weird that it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like it's made from a cucumber. It fucking changes that drastically.
Yeah. Oh. I'm trying so hard to stay awake.
Why haven't we ended this? I'm fucking falling asleep too, asshole.
And so because bananas are good and fun to say when drunk.
Man, I want one of my shakes again. My strawberry, banana, peanut butter shake.
Banana peanut butter. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That actually sounds kind of good.
It's strawberry, banana, peanut butter. It's fucking delicious.
Banana and peanut butter is not that weird, but the strawberry added in seems kind of weird.
Well, strawberry and banana. I mean, you always have strawberry and banana, different flavor stuff. So it's just strawberry, banana, and peanut butter. It's just.
Yeah. Well, no, I guess that makes sense because strawberry banana is good, banana and peanut butter is good. So fuck it, all together.
Yeah, I usually, like, if I stop at a Denny's, I'll ask them for that. They always give me a weird looks, and I'm like, bitch, don't knock it until you try it.
Oh, so it's like strawberry, banana, peanut butter, like ice cream shake. Or I thought you literally meant like freeze some strawberries and bananas, throw in a scoop of peanut butter, and maybe like some ice or some milk or something.
Like a smoothie or something.
Yeah, I was thinking smoothie. I was thinking that'd be really good, but
that sounds good too. There's not a problem with none of that. Nope.
I'm not a fan of like fake banana flavor. I am a fan of like real banana flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I mean, I like fake and real, but of course the real banana is so much better.
Yeah, I can see doing like a real banana, some real strawberries, and like a scoop of peanut butter with like a smoothie or a shake thing, but.
Mm-hmm.
The ice cream one, I don't think I could do because I'm not a fan of the fake strawberry either.
I'm okay with it. I hate chocolate. When it comes to chocolate ice cream, I fucking despise chocolate ice cream. I can't stand it.
Oh, I love chocolate. And chocolate caramel is even better.
I love chocolate, but chocolate ice cream, I don't.
The only chocolate I don't like is chocolate cake, man. Chocolate cake always tastes slightly burnt to me for some reason.
Yeah, I can.
But yeah, any other kind of
take the cake out of the oven earlier, dude.
How do you tell when it's done? It's fucking black already. I just keep cooking it.
Racist! You fucking racist!
That's why the Germans didn't put black people in the ovens.
They couldn't tell when they're baked. I'm like, they were baked before they went in there.
Oh man, what do you call a black Jew that went in the oven? A Jew Scotty. Sorry, that was really dumb.
You know,
I'm using it out. I don't know if
Twice baked Jew, like biscotti, but Jew Scotty.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Biscotti was twice baked.
Yeah, it's twice baked bread.
oh
Now
my
I know
head.
That was a fucking obscure, really bad joke.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, is that common knowledge? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point for Sensoka. A lot of chocolate stuff doesn't actually taste like chocolate.
I do love white chocolate though. That's probably my favorite. I fucking die for white chocolate.
Actually, I didn't for a while, but now I do. Like my fucking favorite treat is the Reese's with white chocolate. The Reese's peanut butter cups with white chocolate instead of milk chocolate. Yeah. Holy shit, those things are fucking good.
God damn, we're talking about all these things I can't eat. Too many fucking carbs.
You totally can.
You're right, I can. It's not like I'm diabetic. I could absolutely eat them.
I'm really pretty shocked that I'm not diabetic yet. I don't know how that fucking happened, dude.
He's like, I'm not diabetic yet. He's like, I will get there, though.
I'm sure I will.
I'm gonna get there, you know.
Yeah, just considering the amount of fucking sweets I've eaten over my fucking lifetime. Like, what the fuck? How am I not diabetic?
Well, it's not really. Well, on my family, all my 4 grandparents had it. Both of my parents have it. Most of my aunts and uncles have it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have it or already got it. I don't know.
Yeah, I assume there's a lot of it's genetic because I don't know anybody in my family that's diabetic.
Yeah. Damn. So diabetes is the American way, and heart failure. Yes, Sensoka, that is true.
Yeah, heart disease and diabetes.
Okay, I'm out.
I'm thinking it's time to call it, man. I'm fucking so tired right now. I know it's unlike me not to stick it out for the whole 3 hours, but man, I'm fucking out.
Well, how long have we been?
Almost 2.5. It's been almost 2.5. Okay.
Yeah, but we're beyond exhausted, and yeah, I'm passing out too.
We're sorry. Yeah, really this normally doesn't happen to us.
But we're old.
Yeah, we're getting older, so
premature show finishing.
I don't even know what you just said.
In a few days.
All right. Peace out, guys. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Bye-bye.